This video demonstrates how to solve a formula that contains a rational expression, but all are going to be alphabet letters rather than any kind of numbers or x's or y's. But the process will remain the same for all of these, just like in the previous sections for solving with x's and constants. You find the LCD and multiply everything by the LCD and simplify and solve. So in this problem here, it says capital I equals capital E over lowercase r plus uppercase r, and it wants us to solve that equation for r. So the first thing we want to do is get rid of the denominators. So we have to identify the LCD. So if you consider that I, capital I over 1, then the denominator of this is 1, denominator of this is r plus r, so the LCD is simply little r plus big R. So if we multiply the numerator of the left side by that and the numerator of the right side by that, you'll see that the r plus r cancels out on the right, so we're left with E equals IR plus R. So we're going to distribute this because ultimately we want to get this r by itself. So I'm going to make this IR plus I capital R equals E. Again, this is what I need to isolate because ultimately I need the r, so I will subtract I lowercase r from both sides. And then in order to get the uppercase r by itself, I have to divide both sides by capital I, which leaves me r equals E minus IR over I. This problem is similar but just a little bit different. We're going to solve this one for this lowercase d. So I will find the LCD, which is FCD. Multiply everything by the LCD. In other words, put FCD on every numerator. And then from here, multiple things will cancel out. D over D cancels, C over C cancels, F over F cancels. So we have CD equals FD plus FC. So if we're trying to solve for D, just as though if this said 2x equals 3x plus 9, you would get the x's together on the same side. So we're going to subtract FD, not that it's an x, but we're solving for D, not x, so we're going to subtract that from both sides. CD minus FD equals FC. And we need to find the value of D so we can factor a D out. It's the greatest common factor. And now I need to remove this from the D. It's multiplied, so to get rid of that, I divide both sides by C minus F. So those cancel out, so I'm left with D equals FC over C minus F.